Okay, we have another grading submission video here. This is another bulk order I'm going to be sending out to PSA. So first up, we have the Gengar EX from Phantom Forces. Really cool card, no issues with this. Really clean on the back, no whitening, centered well. The edges on some of these EX cards are not super clean, but they're not like noticeably that bad either. They're just a little jagged if you get real close to them. If you guys can see that. That top edge isn't so bad, but I've noticed most EX cards look that way. But yeah, that'll be the first one. Very clean all around. Next we have the Mega Charizard EX from Evolutions. Another very clean card. Centered well, no whitening. You'll see little white spots in here. That's just a little bit of dust in the card saver. It's hard to keep these card savers completely dust free. But yeah, another very clean EX. Next we have the Charizard from Celebrations. This one, as you can see, is a little bit top heavy on the border. Left to right slightly off as well, but I checked the measurements. It's still within the 55 to 45 centering ratio. The top and bottom is like right on as far as being 55-45. So if this were to get a 9, that's really the only thing I could see. Again, really nice condition, no whitening on the back at all. Nice texture on the front of that one as well. Next we have the Pikachu and Zekrom GX from Team Up. This card I got from a battle deck. The battle decks that came with these came with a couple copies, so I got 2 copies of this card. And the quality of these copies is really nice as well. As you can see, the centering's super nice on the front and on the back. There's no whitening or any other issues. Again, there's a little bit of dust, but that's just in the card saver. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that one. Probably the cleanest condition card I have overall in this submission is this Lucario and Melmetal GX tag team promo from a tin. I forget the name of the tin, but I found some team up tins in I think early 2021 at a Walmart. I found a couple of these. Can't remember what packs they came with, but the promos inside were in really, really good condition. As you can see, the centering on the front for this one is basically perfect. And then no issues with the back at all, no whitening, and the centering is really good as well. So this is by far the most pristine condition card I have in this submission. This one should easily get a 10. Next we have the Venusaur from Celebrations. A really clean copy with really good centering and zero whitening on the back. A lot of these classic collections from Celebrations were printed pretty well. Next we have the Gengar, Jesus Christ. Next, we have the Greninja GX from the Shrouded Fable collection box. The centering on this one is a little bit off left to right, but not too bad to where I think it wouldn't get a 10. Condition on the back is pretty good on this one. It does have the ever so slightest, I don't know if you can see it. It's not necessarily whitening, it's just that corner wasn't cut super well, or it's just not super round. That's pretty much the only thing with this card. Next we have the Jesse and James full art from Hidden Fates. Very clean, well-centered copy. There was also a print run of Hidden Fates that had really good quality control overall, so good centering, no whitening on this one at all. This one should be an easy 10. Next we have the Stained Glass Birds promo from the Hidden Fates Elite Trainer box. Centering is a little off on this one, top to bottom. It's not too bad, and the overall condition on this one is really nice as well. Pretty much all of the cards in this submission have zero whitening, except for one. So if there's any reason some of these might come back as 9s, it would probably be solely just due to the centering, but I'm pretty sure this one should easily get a 10 as well. Next we have the Lusamine full art from Crimson Invasion. I pulled this one probably from a tin back in 2021. Centering on this one is really nice, and then there's no whitening either, as you can see, and the centering on the back is really nice as well. Next we have the Raichu GX full art promo from a Shining Legends collection box. Not a super high value card in a 10, I just really like the artwork and texture on this one. As you can see, the centering is off top to bottom and left to right a little bit. It's not too bad left to right, but top to bottom, the top is a bit heavier, but again, it's right on the line of that 55 to 45 centering. So I'm hoping this one gets a 10 and there's no whitening on the back. The top border on the back is a little bit thicker than the bottom border, and the right border is a little bit thicker than the left border. This is one where if it got a 9, it would probably just be solely due to centering. Next we have the Mega Gardevoir EX from Steam Siege. This is a very clean copy. The centering's good on the front and the back, and again, there's no whitening on the back. The only thing with this one is this top edge. I don't know if you can see it that well while it's still in the card saver. There's a tiny bit of edge wear on the top in the middle there. It's very subtle and not that noticeable, but there's also a little bit of edge wear on this bottom edge as well. I don't know if it'll show up. Right there, like where my finger is, there's a little line of white right there. It's super subtle and not that noticeable, but you can still see it from the front. So if this one were to get a 9, that would probably be why. Next we have the Blastoise from Celebrations. Really clean copy, really good centering, no whitening on this one. This one should be an easy 10. Next we have the Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno GX Full Art from Hidden Fates. Pretty clean copy, just a little bit of a centering issue with this one where it's thicker on the bottom and the right side and a little bit thinner on the left and top. And this is another one where it should be right on the border between 55 to 45 centering, but no whitening on the back. Centering's a little bit off on the back, but not too bad. This was another one where if it gets a 9, it'd probably be solely due to centering. Next, we have a second copy of our Gengar EX from Phantom Forces. This is pretty much just as clean as the first copy, very similar condition overall. Good centering, no whitening. Corners look good. Again, a little bit of dust in the card saver there. I staggered the duplicates in this submission so that there's no grader bias, because if you put the duplicate copies back to back, the grader apparently is more likely to grade this second copy more harshly. I don't know if that's true, I've just heard some people talk about it, so I figured I might as well stagger them. But yeah, another very clean copy of this card. And then we have our second copy of the Stained Glass Birds. The centering on this one is basically perfect. Zero whitening, centered super well. This is another one that's similar to the Lucario as far as just overall quality. This should be an easy 10. Next we have the Umbreon V alternate art from Evolving Skies. I'm almost guaranteed that this one is not going to get a 10 just solely due to the centering. This one's a little bit of a stretch. I just wanted to send it in anyways, hoping for a 9. Has a little bit of edge wear on that top left corner. I don't know if you can see it. There's a few spots there. I don't think there's any actual whitening there. I think it's just the edge is lifted a tiny bit on a couple spots right there. Other than that, it's a pretty clean card, zero whitening. Decent centering on the back even. Next, we have the Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno GX, regular GX from Hidden Fates. Really nice artwork on this one. And another very clean copy, centering's really good, zero whitening on the back. Another one that should be an easy 10, in my opinion. Next, we have the Charizard and Reshiram GX, regular GX from Unbroken Bonds, I believe. Another really nice tag team with really good centering. This is another card I got out of one of the battle decks. Super clean copy, really good centering, zero whitening on the back. Should be another easy 10. And then last but not least, we have the Mewtwo GX Secret Rare from Shining Legends. As you can see, left to right, pretty good, but top border is definitely way thicker than the bottom border. So that alone would probably keep it from getting a 10. But this is another one where Shining Legends is notorious for having the white speckling issues on the back. So I don't know how well this will show while it's still in the card saver, but there's a little bit of white speckling on the back top side here. As you can see, it's just printed into the card like that. And then I don't know how well that'll show, but there's a few spots in the middle of the card as well. Oh my god. I had to get some of the dust off of here. In the middle of the card, like right there, there's a few spots. Not sure if you can see that at all, but the main issue is this top border, kind of along the top edge. Again, not too bad, not too noticeable. And again, I don't know if you can see it super well from this angle, but there is at least like one white dot in every corner. That one's probably the most noticeable. That corner's just not cut super well. And then I don't know if you can see, but there's a little bit of speckling right here along the back of the card as well. And then yeah, a little white dot in that corner also. So best case scenario, I think this card could get an 8. I wouldn't be surprised if it got a 7. Really hoping for an 8 with this one. So there's really only 2 cards in the submission I'm expecting not to get a 10. As far as centering goes, this one's a little off. This one's a little bit off, a little bottom heavy. This one's a little bit off, a little top heavy. This one has the tiniest bit of edge wear on the bottom and the top. This one's a little bottom heavy. Yeah, so there's maybe 4 cards in there where the centering is off enough to where I think it could get a 9 just due to centering. But I feel pretty good about the submission overall. I've been sitting on most of these cards for a long time. I just opened a box to get this card recently. Other than that, most of these cards I've been sitting on for around like 4 years realistically. This one I pulled a few years ago. And then of course the Celebrations cards I just pulled when the set came out. The Gengars came from the Gengar EX boxes. So it's not technically a promo, but it was kind of used as a promo for a while in some older EX boxes. And yeah, some of the promos like this I pulled from the opening one of the boxes. The Hidden Fates promos I got from the ETBs myself. So yeah, there's another bulk submission. Feel pretty good about this one. Really like that selection of cards. That'll do it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, if you could like and subscribe, that would be awesome. And I will see you on the next one.